Grow your cleaning business. Make more money. Have more time. This is the Profit Cleaners Podcast with your hosts, Brandon Condry and Brandon Shane.
Thank you. The new person, didn't catch her name, was so great. We are extremely impressed by how wonderful our house looked after the initial clean. Incredible attention to detail. When I come home and the house is clean, I feel such an incredible relief. This is what you're going to learn today.
Guys, today on this podcast and this YouTube video, we're going to talk about 5 tips to win new cleaning customers, win those cleaning bids, and grow your business. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
So I'm your host, Brandon Shane. This is Brandon Condry, my
That's
co-host.
me.
Yeah, you're over here.
Yeah.
And we're starting this episode out showing you some really good social proof, some behind the scenes at actually what our customers are saying about their experiences. And this kind of goes in line with what we're going to teach you guys today. One of the strategies, which is follow-up, and a few other ones here. So let's get started. Let's dive in to these strategies and how you can win more cleaning customers, win more cleaning bids.
Yeah, so the issue you're having, right? You got them through the door. They've come. You paid the money for the ads. You got the estimate. You delivered the bid, and they're like, "All right, thanks." And then you're like, "Great, well."
It's a little underwhelming.
Yeah, what happened?
You're going to sign on, right?
So you did the hard part. The hard part was getting them through the door. You got the website conversion. You got their personal info. You went to their house. You went to the Zoom, whatever. You gave them the stuff, and then it fell flat. So how are you gonna win the bid? Like you're following our advice, and you've got the course hopefully on the ads. So you've gotten them through the door, but how do you actually convert it to a tepid maybe to a yes? So how do we do that? What's the first strategy?
So let's start with the first one. So guys, first of all, you want to be different. You want to tell your story, and how some of the best marketing is through storytelling. So how can you tell your story, be different, be unique, and be remarkable, so that that first impression is just so like, wow, like people are just have that wow factor.
Yeah.
They go to talk to their significant other and they're like, I mean, everyone else showed up, but these guys showed up and it was just impressive. Like, how can you create that, and how can you create a story, a narrative that really impacts people, really resonates with people, maybe it heightens some emotions, makes people laugh, cry, happy, whatever,
So like our brand story, like we wanted to start the business so we could spend more time with our families. I was tired of in the rat race, the corporate, traveling all the time. We also felt really compelled to give back to the community, and we do that in the form of free cancer cleaning for cancer patients that are all worn out from chemotherapy. We donate 5% of capacity. So we've gotten so many people on just the cancer cleaning thing. That had this tip so many people over the edge.
Right.
If your brand story is, I wanted more money, like no one's going to identify with that. Like, why am I going to give you my money to clean my house?
Right.
If it's between you, the guy who wants more money, and the company who cleans cancer patients' houses and they're family-oriented people. You know what I mean? So like you got to come up with what's going to set you off compared to everybody else.
Yeah, and I think a big comment or feedback we get a lot of times during the estimates is people say, gosh, I just love your tagline, which is claim your weekend. We tell people we're giving them their time back, right? We're not selling cleaning, we're selling people their time back, and which is your most valuable asset. You can never you can always make more money, but you can never get more time. So
so bonus points if you can take the brand story and tie it in with a tagline that's actually there. That's in our logo. Like our logo is the shape of the Sandia Mountains, and on the bottom there's this little ribbon. It says claim your weekend.
Absolutely, guys. So tell your story. Be different. Don't just be another cleaning company. Be different and bring in that local flair. How are you local? What are you doing in the local community to make impact locally? People are going to buy that all day long over the big franchise down the street that's just making more money.
That's another part of it that I forgot to mention, but like part of that fitting in locally, we pay our people a living wage. We tell everybody that. We could legally pay the cleaners $10 an hour and be fine. But we have a range now, but we start at $12.50, and based on seniority, you can go up to like almost $15 an hour, and there's a bonus structure on top of that. So that gives people, that makes them feel better that, okay, I'm putting money into this company's employees, and those employees are going to spend that money in a local economy, maybe at my business, maybe at the customer's business. So that also is part of it. So tell them why you fit in.
Yeah, and that actually is part of another tip we have here, guys, which is justify your pricing. Tell them why. Don't just tell them how you're going to clean your house, but tell them why you're doing it and why the pricing is the way. Like Brandon just said, we pay our employees a living wage, and this is where your money is going. And this is what we're doing to make the systems, the tools, the equipment, whatever we're using better, so you have a better experience, and you know, it's just a heightened product and result.
Yeah. So all right, second one. Customer service and experience from the get-go. What I read you at the beginning, we have a company chat. It's in WhatsApp. Every single cleaner and every single person in the company is in it. And we send out regular text messages to customers asking for feedback. Like, hey, how was your clean today? And that's what we get. The ones that I read you are just a couple snippets from like the last 48 hours. So people will tell you, it was amazing. I can't believe I've never done this before. I can't believe it took me so long to do this. Those are things that you want to get. And the reason that it's in the company chat is that I don't want to just get the warm fuzzy that my company did that. That's great. I tell everybody in the company, hey guys, heads up. What I didn't show you, I didn't flip my phone around, but like it says, team 1, this day, this customer said this. That's awesome. And so everyone knows that such and such team did a great job. It was amazing. And consequently, like, you'll get negative feedback. That's the double-edged sword of asking about it. But the customer service experience part of it is follow up. We had pre-read some when we were getting ready to shoot this video, and I skipped over one. But one of them said, thank you so much for addressing my concerns. Today was great. So the customer service part of that is that we had done a clean. We asked for feedback. The customer wasn't happy. We missed whatever we missed. In our CRM, we put a note. Next time you go to Julia's house, we got to make sure that you do blank, blank, blank that she was upset with, and that's what she was responding to. Thank you so much for listening to my concerns. It came out great.
Yeah, and that feedback is huge. Like a lot of times you guys might be afraid to like hear that criticism or that feedback, but don't be, because it's actually part of that feedback loop of you improving your product, your service, is taking that feedback and being like, like where are we messing up and how can we make it so that never happens again and improve this experience for not just this customer, but everybody else, right? And so be welcoming of that feedback, even if it's a negative feedback. Try to obviously catch it before it goes to a negative review. But if you are following up, if you are being responsive, if you are providing great customer service, that's going to happen naturally, and you're gonna fix it.
So you get the chance to take a person who's a detractor. They're going to tell their friends how bad it was with you, but just by telling them, hey, we're going to address that. When you get a negative feedback like that, you call the customer. Really sorry that happened. How can we help? I'll make sure to deliver those ones to the team. Can I come to your house tomorrow and re-clean it for free to make up for the deficient one that we had yesterday? All those things matter. And the reality of it is that your competitors are not doing this. Your competitors are sticking their head in the sand and ignoring it. And the way that you can find out if they're doing that is go look at other people's reviews. Go look at other cleaning company reviews. If their reviews, they're getting 1 and 2 star reviews and nobody is replying to those reviews, they're ignoring it. They don't want to hear it. That was a crazy customer. I don't want to deal with them. But you need to deal with it, and this is how you do it.
And you'd be surprised, especially in local businesses. For some reason, locally, a lot of people just get lazy and they don't, like Brandon said, they don't reply to the reviews. They don't go the extra mile. They don't care. And a lot of the times the best customer service is just care. Just care enough to be like, we're so sorry. How can we fix it? What do we need to do to fix it to make it better? And that's just caring, right? That's just going the extra mile to care. And it's not that hard. It doesn't take that much effort, but you'd be surprised. Like when we started our cleaning business, we actually read a lot of the customer reviews from other companies. We still do. And you'd be surprised. It's embarrassing. Like some of these companies don't care at all. And that's your chance. That's an opportunity for you to stand out, be remarkable, always reply to those reviews, always care about your customers, and do whatever it takes. And even just showing up on time, doing what you say you're gonna do. Little things, guys, little things, it makes a big difference.
That was one of the reasons we actually started the company, was that we read through those reviews as part of the testing phase, and immediately we were both like, hey, there's like a huge opportunity here, because every single cleaning company in town had these negative reviews that either they weren't responding to, or worse, they were antagonistically responding to. They would be like, nope, that was your fault, you're lying, we didn't do that, blah, 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 blah. Like you don't want to do that. That's not good customer service.
Yeah, so this is your chance, guys. Take that as an opportunity to shine and stand out and be remarkable. So.
All right, bringing us to number 3, justify your pricing. So Brandon kind of touched on it before, right?
We pretty much talked on this.
I mean, I just want to go into that a little bit more depth. So like the little bit more in-depth part is that you don't tell them the pricing up front. It's hard to do it backwards. If someone calls your company, you pick up the phone. How much is it to clean my house? $150. They're like, oh, that's too expensive. Click. They're not gonna. You don't want to do that. What you want to do during the estimate part, the sales part, you explain, we're doing X, Y, Z. We're really good at it for these reasons. This is the company, the story brand. It's a way to communicate all that stuff when you're in front of that customer. At the end, $150. Oh my God. you clean my ceiling fans and dust the baseboards and vacuum under my couch and all the regular cleaning, and it's only $150. Like, that's part of it. So part of the closing it is not just saying like, hey, thanks for having us out. It's this much to clean your house. It's this much to clean your house because it's this much value.
Yeah, and part of that is in the sales, of course, but it's describing and building that value, because everybody thinks of cleaning kind of like, well, my house is going to get cleaned. It's probably the same thing every time. I don't know. They don't know, but they don't know, right? So in the sales process, in your interaction with them on Zoom or in their house, wherever it might be, really go the extra mile to explain how you're different. We even have a little brochure that we bring out, or we used to, at least in in-person estimates, and it really clearly defined, these are the pros and benefits of working with us. Here's how we're different. Here's the extra systems and things that we do that'll make it really efficient and make it a really happy experience for you. So really tell people the reason why, and tell people, you know, how you're gonna build that value. And then when you tell them the price, they'll be like Brandon said, wow, that's cheap.
Yeah.
You know, the lady down the street was half that, but she doesn't do this, and this, and this, all these things that you said you're gonna do. So
yeah, she only came in into kitchens and bathrooms, and you guys make my beds and change the sheets. Like, that stuff is gonna pay.
Yeah, that's the value. People buy value over price all day long. So build that value, the price goes out the window. So
all right, this one seems easy, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do it, which is just follow through. We kind of touched on this a little bit before too, but a lot of our early reviews, a lot of our early good 5-star reviews mentioned something like they showed up when they said they would.
Yeah.
And that was a very low bar to compete against. That I said I was going to be there at Tuesday at 10:30, and I showed up when the customer's like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't show up 6 hours later. That's like the cable company telling you we're going to be there between 7 and 11 in the morning, and they show up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So follow through on when the cleaning team's going to be there, when you're going to get there. If you're running late, tell them you're running late. They're not going to fire you because you're running late. They might fire you if you no-show, but if you sent them a text message, hey, really sorry, we're running behind, it was a busy day, or the team had a flat tire, or whatever it is, but we'll be there as soon as we can. Oh, that won't work for you, we can reschedule next week, no big deal. And then you took a negative by being late and turned it into a positive because you were communicative, you were transparent about it.
yeah, and this is really big, guys. It sounds like a small thing, follow through. Of course, anybody can follow through, but it's really overlooked. And actually, as we started growing our cleaning business, we were both doing sales, but Brandon was primarily doing sales. And as we kept growing, we were doing so many things that it actually started falling through the cracks. Like the follow through started falling through the cracks. So we actually hired a full-time sales guy. And if you guys want to see his actual process and how he goes through the follow-up, that gets us from like what might be 10 or 20% conversion up to like 50, 60% conversion of those leads, check out our 10X marketing and sales course. It's going to show you guys a lot of the behind the scenes and how we do that. But that follow-up is huge. And Matt was telling us, our sales guy, Matt, was saying literally that follow-up, he'll send text messages, emails, phone calls, and he has it all in a spreadsheet, and he's tracking that and following up and even calling them up a week or two later, or, you know, and just that constant communication. Think about it this way, guys. If somebody tries to sell you something and they don't follow up with you, it makes you kind of feel like, well, they must not believe in their product enough to even follow up with me, so I don't really believe in it either.
That one's huge. So like, again, like at the beginning, like you got them through the door, they paid money for the ad, you paid money for the ads to get them through the door. Yeah. You got to the call, they're like, let me talk to my spouse and I'll get back to you. They're never gonna get back to you. If they really need it, they're gonna follow up with you or some other company, but it'd be better if you, 48 hours later, 36 hours later, shot them a text. Hey, did you have a chance to talk to so-and-so? Bonus points if you took notes during the call and remembered what their spouse's name was. Did you talk to Jen about the cleaning? Can we do it now? That stuff will do it. And then, like Brandon said, in the course we talk with Matt in depth about this, like including some of the copy that he's gonna say, like the words he's actually gonna use in that. So you can find that at profitcleaners.com/courses.
Yeah, and this just got me thinking as we're talking about this, just another bonus. We have got a couple bonuses for you here. But one that we didn't even put on this list that I just thought of is literally just give them a call to action. At the end of your estimate, you're talking to them. This is classic marketing 101. You give them an offer, tell them why they need it, give them a call to action, right? So this is something that is very highly effective, even if it seems kind of cheesy or something like, why would I need to tell them what to do? Well, you need to tell them what to do next. And you need to actually put some urgency, some scarcity on it. So tell them, Brandon, what we normally do in these estimates to make people convert,
so
you know?
The first thing is ask for the sale, ask for the close. Like, not just like, does it sound good? Are you ready? Be something like, when can I schedule your first cleaning? That's not an open-ended question. It's not a yes/no question. It's like, if you ask them, are you ready to schedule your first cleaning? No, I need to talk to my wife. when can I schedule your first cleaning? Next Wednesday? And then they might be into it. That's fine.
Yep.
But the scarcity thing is like, hey, if I can get you, if they say I'm going to talk to my spouse, fine. If I can get you to commit to this before the end of business today, we'll give you 50% off your first cleaning. So that's the scarcity thing that will kind of build up to it. But that's the call to action is like, yes, you can talk to whoever you need to. Obviously, it's your house, your life. But if you do it, there's this bonus. There's this incentive to
Absolutely.
sign up.
Yeah. So another one, guys, another bonus that you can add in there that will help a lot is get some testimonials, social proof. Testimonials are social proof, meaning people talking about your business. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's a text comment, but build those reviews and that social proof because it's so powerful. Even that one review can sell your services 5 years down the road that someone's finding on Google.
Yeah.
But one of the ways that we started out when we had nothing and nobody knew who we were, we didn't have any reviews, was we went out to friends and family, teachers, neighbors, people we knew, and we gave them a free clean. Yes, it was a little bit of money. We had to pay our teams and we weren't charging them for it. However, those reviews are gold. They're worth their weight in gold. And so if you can generate 5 or 10 reviews out of the gate when you're first getting started, or even just to bolster up some of the current reviews you have, add some fresh ones so that you look relevant again in the market. Put those on your website, use those videos in your social media, capture those cleans. Maybe right after you give someone a free clean, capture that emotion of, wow, I feel so relieved.
Yeah, have them walk through the house and just record them like, my stove's never been this clean. And that video, put that on your website and then point to the 5-star review. Christine said her stove's never been this clean. That type of stuff, it's gonna pay off. If you're brand new and someone, let's say you succeeded at the ad thing. You got them to the website, they were there, they filled out the estimate form, but they're looking at it and you're brand new. There's no reviews. No one's heard of you. That part is alarming to people. So the way you get over that hump is free cleans. We did it with a lot of teacher friends. Those are normally people that are not going to pay for regular recurring house cleaning, but that was enough for us to come in there. We're going to clean it, learn some stuff while we're there, get a review out of it. It all works out for everybody.
Yeah. So there's some cleaning tips or some tips to get more customers, guys, to close more customers. We'll probably have more in the future to help you guys out, but those are some great ones right there to help you guys start closing more leads right now.
Yep. So in the meantime, keep it clean.
Yeah. If you guys haven't subscribed, click subscribe. And actually, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment down below.
It's true.
Let us know what you're doing, or if you're implementing any of this stuff in your business right now. Let us know how it's working for you, if it's helping.
Yeah. Or maybe you tried some wacky experiment that we didn't talk about to close cleans.
Yeah.
We gave away free chocolate bars or a gift card to such and such, and we closed 80% more cleans, and now I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Let us know. That's good. That's good feedback for the cleaning community, and we can all work off that together.
Absolutely, guys. So as always, leave us a review. It helps us so much. We're giving this out for free, this content, to help you guys out. So please repay the favor. That is the ticket of admission. And until next time, guys,
keep it clean.
Keep clean.
Thanks for joining us today. To get more info, including show notes, updates, trainings, and super cool free stuff, head over to ProfitCleaners.com. And remember, keep it clean.